Okie dokie. Very much sorted, because it's that time. It's that time again. Welcome everyone to my live stream. Welcome to the channel. My name's Danny C. Let's get down to business, shall we? I hope everyone's doing good, and I hope everyone's well on the Monday evening. So let's get straight to it then. So for tonight's menu, I'm going to be providing you my perspective of of what is round 7 of the CC Sim Racing Renault Clio Cup. So I have no idea what to expect, so we will see how that pans out as well. So I hope everyone's doing good on this evening, whatever you've been up to. Welcome along. So as for the standings, we're going to go into that. Do that. And okay, so what's going to happen is that well, there's going to be 2 races, and we're starting off at Le Mans. Obviously, we're going to be off to Spa after Le Mans. So there's no qualifying at Le Mans because it's a long track once more, which means the fastest laps will get taken from for the previous race. And because I had the fastest lap as well, I've been inherited pole position once again. So in terms of the point standings, I am currently leading Butler by 9 points now, for what was 10 at one point, and then now it's gone down to 9. So only lost 1 point over Butler during the meeting. So obviously it's just a case of trying to build as many consistent results as possible, and just go with the flow with things. And so Le Mans a 4-lap race, and then after that we've got Spa, which is an 8-lap race as well. Obviously the proper qualifying will be on at Spa as well. Just need to keep it together, of course. And so what will happen there is that you got them long straights at the Mont Mulsanne and the back straights, of course. Obviously you've got plenty of overtaking opportunities. There's going to be bump drafting wars as well, so it's not going to be easy to to navigate our way through the bits and pieces. So, and anyone who finishes in the top 5 for race 1 will be put to the back of the grid. And as for the driver in third, who has jumped up some places, that is audio muted, who is on third place. Almost shouldn't be looking at the phone while I was on the bit of this up there. So audio muted, obviously distant 187 points, and then there's Butler on 223, and then there's myself on 232. And the trouble we're going to have to manage is the rear tyres, because if you can see a little closely where the blue around the rear tyres on the bottom left of the screen is starting to appear. Well, obviously the rear tyres are getting cold, which is not going to be pleasant. And then, of course, I had to set the brake balance to 5 to the rear, as I have been doing since day 1. So looking on the previous results, we've got myself, who has got pole position based on the fastest lap from the last race, and there's Glowing in second, and there's Butler in third, my championship rival. Need to keep an eye on him at all times, because obviously the objective going into this race is to try and beat Butler every race possible, or even trying to outscore him, no matter which scenario it goes. So on the first race at the Nordschleife from last time out, no qualifying was taking place, and that, of course, they did the fastest laps based on the the fastest laps for the last race, so they've done it that way, with the Nordschleife being a long circuit and no extra point for the fastest lap as well. So yeah, probably be the same to Le Mans, because Le Mans another long track, so we're looking at Butler, who's currently doing a 4-minute 23, so that's giving you the indication of how fast you can get around this track in the Clio with racing parts on. Okay, so we're just about to get the first race underway. No qualifying, just straight into the race. So good luck, everyone. It's going to be fast, it's going to be furious, it's going to be crazy. So without further ado, let's get down to business and do the talking on the track. And let's do the driving on the track as well. Good luck, everyone. So the race is about to get underway, and I've got the drinks bottle with me. Welcome along, Darren. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're well. Got a bit wide there. Got Butler on my radar. Almost went to the back of Butler. But we're still in this group, so that's the main thing. Butler's not giving this one up. Glowing, giving them a bump draft. See if Petty's gonna bump draft me. Be nice if he would. No, he's going for the overtake. Somebody might give me a bump draft though. Thank you to whoever that is. Name Bass, thank you for the bump draft. Welcome along, Shadow. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're well. So got away from fourth place driver. Glowing's going for the overtake. Had to make him think. Good drive. On the last lap now. Now is the time we're not going to be messing around. Within a second off Butler. Butler's getting sank, and it's over to Dark Glowing if he can win. Can I win the race? That's the question. Oh! Free wide! Just need a good exit. But there's all or nothing. So I've only lost 2 points. GG everyone. And then we head off to Spa for the next one. There we go. Right. Yeah, well, so as it stands, I've only lost 2 points to Butler, which brings it down from 9 to 7. So what I'll need to do there is try to finish head of him for the next race and go and taking it down to the last round, which ain't gonna be easy. So at least that's that hard race well overdone with for sure. So thanks Petty. Where is Petty? There he is. So what that does, because there was obviously, because the top 5 who finished in that order, they obviously get put to the back of the grid. And we have got a couple of reserves in this one. So we've got Lacko and Matt Humphrey, who is obviously doing this one-off appearance. Copy, Craig. So we're off to Spa for the next one. Okay, so whilst we get the bits and pieces sorted, I'm going to go for a quick toilet break and then crack on for the second race of the evening. And I'm back. Right, let's head out to the track. Get the feel of the car. Welcome along, Trav. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hope you're well. So what that means, because well, there were 11 people that were confirmed to race. However, with Pac-Man being another one as well. So obviously there's 12 drivers who have regular drivers who took part in this one, and then you've got a couple of more who is also going to be a guest, and then so the two guests are back at the back anyway. And then what that does is that Glowing will start 12th, Butler in 11th, myself in 10th. So the qualifying is about to begin. So we can't do the qualifying, obviously, because as one of the top 5 finishes, we're not allowed to do the qualifying. So we're just going to sit there and chill and get ourselves ready for race 2 of the evening before we head over to the finale, as we've got Yas Marina and Daytona Road Course to finish the Renault Clio Cup Championship. Butler's out. So he's gone way too early, so just letting the last car by. Okay, so we've been instructed to go out. Obviously Butler's gone, and then when can we go? When can we go, says Glowing. Obviously we can go now, so that's messed up a little bit because Butler went too early. Okay, so we go now, and we crack on. So I wonder what will the stewards make of that Butler going too early before the race director, the co-commentator instructs us to go. So, but that's going to be playing onto Butler's mind. Probably go lenient on him, but anyway, it's none of my business. So we just continue to do our job and try and finish ahead of him for this race. So we're going to wait for Pac-Man, because Pac-Man's the one to catch up. So I've got to feel the cars coming by. So just need to make sure we get well out of the way from these from those who are doing the qualifying just in time, which we should be able to just pick off the we'll pick off this runoff spot. We'll just get it over to the left. So if you're obviously you're right behind me glowing, so but markers go full speed. Just need to watch for Butler because he should be up there by now. Yeah, we had to do another full lap, well, obviously, because, well, should have just, like, waited, well, just a little longer. So there's Marty Head, so it's just Pac-Man we're gonna catch up. There may be some on the fast lap, so just gotta be very mindful. So we've got these two cars, well, obviously they've done the qualifying anyway. You go, go, go. So we'll just get Marty to swap. So I'm doing everything right to, you know, just to start ahead of Butler and Glowing. It's just, well, a very early starter from Butler is what led to a bit of a mess. Because normally you're meant to wait for the last car to go, so you just don't cross the line. Not gonna. Marty. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's a mess. Because what should have happened really is, well, Pac-Man in 7th. So what will happen there is that, well, those who have done the qualifying, apart from Marty, because he's not supposed to cross the line, is to well, get the host to. Oh, that's. Okay. Yeah, that's. Yeah, that's a mess. that's a mess. Unless the official red flags it and obviously notice that that it's messed up, but we're just gonna have to get on with it, don't we? Disaster race. Oh man, this is not good. Butler's in a right scrap there. Oh, he's going for... Got the move done somehow. Gonna have to get the elbows out. Yep, a bit to go. Oh, Butler's in second. Halfway through now. So we've got a three-way battle for P2 so far. Yeah, so far, considering how much of a mess the reverse grid were. Copy, Trav. Some work to do. Got these two battling for P3. Got the fastest lap. This is crucial points. Just need to find a way to get past Nabath and audio muted. Another fastest lap. Maybe, maybe not. We're up into fourth. Next up, audio muted. I had to dodge that one, holy moly! Let's go for another fastest lap, shall we? Just what could have been there if I hadn't got into some sticky situation across the mid part, and even the qualifying, which haven't gone to the way it should be. But it's how you respond for when the things are not going your way. This is what it's like to try and keep going, no matter how much you want the championship. But just have to wear on my heart on the sleeve for these kind of races. So Butler gets 22 and I get 20, plus 2, which is the fastest lap, so that's 22 I've got for this one, and that's if nobody beats the fastest lap. So it will stay at 7 points. We will keep going until the end. That is the story of round 7. No matter how bad or how things have not gone away to the way they would have gone, but we'll just have to dig deep and keep going and keep pushing until the last lap, checkered flag of the last race. So it looks like, looking on the chat, obviously it looks like Butler's going to be awarded for driver of the day, so that's another extra pointer, so that will go down to 6. But so thank you, Shadow. Thank you, D-Man. Appreciate it. Not been the easiest of races, while having to finish behind, and then the way that the qualifying format didn't go to plan as well. Just the second race, and it's just what could have been. But well, you know what? It's we're just gonna have to live to fight for another day. So just need to forget about this race meeting, and then do it all over again. And next time round will be much straightforward, rather than just the the no qualifying bits from race 1, because it's just we had 2 long circuits, Notchleifer and Le Mans. But other than that, we're still leading the championship, so we're just gonna have to keep going and keep pushing. Okay, so what I'll do then is get them sent over to the well, officials for the post races scrutiny in my own time. So, but as it stands, I'm still leading the championship also. But obviously, what I'm going to have to do then is that. So yeah. So let's get these tickets open. Apologies for a little delay. I just needed to, just to recompose myself for a bit after what has been a very hard-fought round meeting at Le Mans and that. So, considering how much of a mess that the what you call it, the qualifying, because if that would have been like straightforward just as before, then obviously that, because first place should have been, for example, there's 12 players. First place player starts at 12. Second place player starts in 11th. Third place player starts in 10th, and then fourth place player starts at 9th, and then fifth place player starts at 9th or 8th. Sorry. So, and that's the way that that's the way that it should have been. But then it was just a bit of a mock-up. But we'll just have to see what the authorities have to say there. But obviously, I'm just not going to dwell on it too much because it's just not worth it. Just not worth it. Anyway. Thank you, D-Man, and thank you for getting my votes. I didn't ask for any driver of the day votes, so but I do appreciate that a lot, and it's looking like I'm not fussed about who gets it because it's just that one crucial point in it. But so it's drives like today where I'm just gonna have to keep wearing a heart on my sleeve and just keep going and keep pushing and never give up until the checkered flag of the last race, because it's going to go down to the wire. So 2nd of March on Monday could be the day, and there's nothing between myself and Butler for the championship. It may not be in the easiest of races in some ways, but I have to be smart about it in terms of getting as many points as I possibly can, whether if it's overtaking or getting the fastest laps or pole positions. We've had our own adventures, and then so it's all going to go down to 2 quality races, aiming for the ultimate goal, which every racer dreamed of achieving, and that is the championship in the Renault Clio Cup. So you have Butler, who is going for what is his currently on 6 championships under CC Sim. Is looking to go for his 7th. I'm going to go for my 3rd. Having won my first championship in the Lamborghini GT3 Pro Series a couple of years back, and the Honda Civic Touring Car Championship a year and a bit, and that was the last time when I won the Renault League Racing Championship. I was on the controller at the time, but to do it on the wheel, it's like, you know what? I'm going to make this possible for anybody who obviously won championships on the controller on the wheel to be one of them, who you guys know. So So the story of this evening that started on pole, finished for just behind Butler, and then of course that's a 2 point loss. Went from 9 point gap to 7 points, and then you got to race two, which it was a bit of a mess, the qualifying, and it is whatever it is. So in that case, it started, what was it, like P9 or something, and then ended up finishing third, and had to make some moves, and some bold moves, and so yeah, it was one of those things. It was one of those things that where you're just gonna have to just try and remain focused for the physical and mental and emotional side of things, and those the past couple of days that have not been easy. That for anybody who's not even aware that and those who are, then my dog has suffered a vestibular episodes. Now, for those who don't know what vestibular is, it's like your eyes are moving a lot, and then you lose balance, and then your head is tilted sideways, and I can tell you that she's still with us. She's still with us. Obviously, anybody who knows my dog, Coda, is one determined and independent German Shepherd. She's turning 12 next Tuesday, bless her, and that's the day after the finals of the Clio Cup. Thank you, D-Man. Thank you. Really appreciate it. But let's be real. If I win the championship, it will be an awesome achievement. If not, then I don't know. I won't be too disappointed. There have been races where you go through the highs and lows, and obviously sometimes you always know that sometimes everything cannot go your way, but that's the way it goes sometimes. But obviously, if I do lose the championship, then which I don't want to be thinking about that. I just got to think forward to the best I can, and then so even if I lose the championship, then I'll just have a moment to myself, and then after what I've been through lately, and then obviously and knowing that I've given it all, then I can only be really proud of what I had to put up with, and to showcase that drive, the desire, and the discipline to keep going and keep pushing and never give up, no matter how hard these things don't get hit you. It's not about has anybody seen the one of the films from Sylvester Stallone, where there's a bit of where Rocky tells his own son or something like that. Anyway, he tells his own son that it's not about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take to keep moving forward, and that's what gives you that mentality to lift yourself up. Even in God's will, if there's only one person who could save you, is yourselves, and therefore you want to enjoy every minute of the competition, because you never know if you could get another opportunity once more. So my favourite quote from GT: finish your lap, kid. Life has its ups and downs, but if you crash, you just got to get back out there and finish your lap, kid. And that's one of the good things, because I seen the film, the Gran Turismo film, a couple of years ago, and so it's not about how hard the life can hit you. It's how you respond to bounce back, because there's people that have had their own episodes and then just don't want to do it, and there's some that continue to go. But and obviously, as from my recent circumstances, I was speaking to my manager, and the manager said to me, keep doing your racing, because you've got a championship to race for. Don't worry about what's going off elsewhere. There's only you who can control the controllables. You've got business to take care of, and the ability to do the talking on the track. So, yeah. And thank you very much to those of you who have been watching the stream and watching my race. I appreciate the support, and I'm sure that you boys and girls have appreciated it too. The content I provide you also. So yeah, 2 third places. Just what is it? Got 40 points. No, Yeah, 40 points. So 40 points plus 2, which is the fastest lapper over at race 2. And that puts me on 42. And the Butler got, what is it? 44, something like that. 44. Plus, from what I can see, it looks like he's going to win driver of the day anyway. So, but yeah. So in that case, I'm just going to do what I've been doing good at the qualifying. So next round is at Yas Marina, which is race 1, and the second race of the round 8, the finale, is at Daytona Road Course, and so we're in for what is going to be an interesting cracker. We have 2 quality races fighting for a certain prestigious championship accolade. Butler for his 7th, myself for my 3rd in the CC Sim organisation, and we will keep going until the checkered flag. No matter how hard or no matter how bad things haven't gone your way, we're just gonna have to dig deep and enjoy the competition, no matter the outcome. So next time I'll be live is on tomorrow for my Open Lobby services. We're going to be in the GR1s, looking at approximately 6:15 or 6:30 UK time for when the lobby opens, and the stream will be we'll be on for a couple of minutes before we open the lobbies. So obviously, for the Nations Cup as well, which is this Wednesday in the Red Bull X 2019, and of course the GR2 for the finale on Saturday, which of course it's another what you call it, just another time where I'm only going to get that one shot, which is all I will time for, because later on I'm going to be doing the 4th round of the JCR British Touring Car Championship. I'm looking to extend my championship lead over my nearest rivals in the British Touring Car Championship, as we're heading off to Monza as well. So yeah, other than that, I'm going to have to cut shorter. So I just want to say thank you very much for your time and efforts and your support as always. Obviously there has been like some moments where some of the bits were just a bit over the top, and then obviously I'll deal with those bits behind the scenes, but don't want to make a big deal of it too much. But yeah, so anyhow, I'm gonna crack on with whatever I needed to do. So whatever you're all up to, wherever you are in the world, have a great evening, great afternoon, and a great morning wherever you are. And most of all, look after yourself. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one. And look after yourself as well. And from myself, Danny C, I'll take care everyone. And bye bye.